Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're going to talk about a super simple two-word phrase from author Mel Robbins. And honestly, it could completely change the game when it comes to how you deal with stress, your energy, even your relationships.
All right, let me just ask you something. Do you ever just feel totally drained? Just exhausted from stressing out about stuff that is completely 100% out of your control? I mean, you know what I'm talking about, right? You're on a plane and that person a few rows up is just coughing everywhere, not covering their mouth. And you can literally feel your blood pressure start to creep up with every single cough.
Or, hey, maybe it's your boss, the one who's always hovering, double-checking every little thing you do, and it's like, just trust me to do the job you hired me for.
And maybe it's even closer to home. You know those constant little judgments from your family? Those kind of passive-aggressive comments that can just totally wreck your whole day.
So, this whole cycle of trying to control things you just can't, psychologists actually have a name for it, the control trap. See, our brains are wired to want certainty, so we try to control everything around us. But, and here's the catch, it totally backfires. Instead of making us feel better, it just cranks up the anxiety and leaves us feeling completely powerless.
But what if the answer wasn't some complicated psychological strategy? What if it was just a simple two-word phrase? A phrase that Mel Robbins stumbled upon in, of all places, a moment of really painful social rejection.
Okay, so here's the scene. Picture this. She's just scrolling on social media, as you do, and bam, there's a photo. It's a bunch of her closest friends, and they're on this awesome weekend trip together, and she had no idea. She was not invited. And you know that feeling, right? Her mind just instantly starts spiraling. Why wasn't I invited? What did I do wrong? All those insecure questions just flood in. And her first impulse? Text them. Try to fix it. Try to manage what they think of her.
But right then, as she was about to do all that, this new thought just cuts through all that mental noise. Two words. Let them. Let them go. Let them think what they want. Just let them. And that one little moment of clarity, that became the foundation for this really powerful two-part theory for taking back your power where it truly counts, with yourself.
All right, pay attention here, because this is the absolute heart of the whole thing. Think of it like a two-sided coin. On one side, you've got let them. That's all about surrender. It's about letting go of that death grip you have on trying to control what other people do or think. Then you flip the coin and you get let me, and that is the pivot. That's where you take all that energy you were wasting and you point it right back at the one thing you can control, you.
And this is exactly how she turned that sting of rejection into an actual action plan. So instead of spiraling, she just shifts her focus. It goes from, why didn't they invite me? To, okay, let them not invite me. And then, let me take charge of the friendships I actually want. Let me be the one who reaches out first. Let me realize I've been a terrible friend because I'm working too much. See that? The power completely shifted back to her.
Okay, so that's friendships. But how does this whole theory play out in other parts of life? Let's talk about something pretty much all of us can relate to, work.
So let's say you are just killing it at your job. I mean, you're hitting all your numbers, you're going above and beyond, but that promotion you totally deserve, it's just not coming. Your boss keeps saying you're doing great, but nothing actually happens.
So you're feeling frustrated, right? Undervalued? Totally stuck? You've done everything you can. You've asked, you've waited, you're just at the end of your rope. So let me ask you, right now, in this moment, who is really in control of your career?
It's you. That's the answer. You are. The second you stopped waiting for someone else to give you permission to advance is the second you take all of your power back. So here's how you use the theory. First, okay, let them overlook me. Fine. You can't make them promote you. But then comes the good part. Let me go update my resume. Let me start networking. Let me find a company that actually sees my value. You're no longer waiting around. You are out there making things happen for yourself.
This theory also gives us a totally new way to look at comparison. It's that two-sided coin again. On one side, you've got the self-torture version. That's when you compare yourself over stuff you can't change, like how tall you are or where you came from. It's a complete waste of time. But flip it over. Comparison can be your teacher. When you see someone who has something you can work for, like a great job or a cool skill, their success isn't something to be jealous of, it's a roadmap. It shows you what's possible.
So, when you look at all these different situations, friendships, your career, how you see yourself, it all comes back to this one single game-changing idea about where your real power comes from.
And this is it. This is the big takeaway. Your happiness, your energy, how you show up every single day, that's not on your boss or your friends or your family. That is on you. And listen, that's not supposed to sound like a burden. It's the exact opposite. It's freedom.
So really, it all boils down to this. Stop handing your power over to other people by stressing about things you can't change. Your real power, your real strength, it's in how you choose to respond. It's in that little gap between what happens and what you decide to do about it.
So, let's end with this thought. If the people around you can't actually stop you, if your circumstances can't really hold you back, then what's left? There's only one person left in your way. The only question that matters now is, are you going to let yourself succeed?